In Oldham town centre today, shoppers appeared unsurprised by the news. The steep rise in COVID cases across Greater Manchester has been declared a major incident. Those we spoke to blamed a lack of social distancing, along with confusing advice.
The fact is that the local powers that be are saying that actually not a lot is changing because of this. Is that what you understand?
Yeah. It's basically everything is like way towards, but still like people are a bit scared, I would say.
We expected it really. You know, it was never going to go away totally. But the way that they eased the lockdown a few weeks ago, you know, it just brought everything back.
I think people are just complacent. They just think, oh, it's going now, so we'll just get back to normal. And I think that's the top and bottom of it.
In the last week, Oldham saw 148 new cases of COVID-19. The rate of infection jumped from 41.6 cases per 100,000 people to 62.8 cases, making it the second worst affected part of England. In fact, 7 out of the 20 worst hit areas, a third, are in Greater Manchester. Oldham officials say declaring a major incident is simply standard practice to allow them to coordinate extra resources if needed.
It shouldn't alarm people. This is just a status that is given to those circumstances where we can make sure we're all working in a joined up way.
Here in Oldham and across Greater Manchester, people from different households are now forbidden from meeting in their homes and gardens, and they're also banned from mixing in restaurants, pubs and other hospitality venues.
So as Greater Manchester tightens restrictions, in Leicester, while some remain, businesses are cautiously reopening today as the infection rate falls.
The lessons obviously have been learned, because I think the government now has backed off from doing whole-scale lockdowns, and what we're seeing, for example, in the northwest of England, is something that is much more targeted.
So as the number of new cases in other areas begins to creep up again, local authorities are working hard to try to avoid any further local lockdowns. Catherine Jacob, 5 News, Oldham.